Hi guys, so my voice probably sounds a lot better. You can thank Mucinex for that. Honestly, not sponsored. You guys know Mucinex is literally the thing that cures all my allergy stuff. It doesn't work that well when I'm sick. It used to in past years. You probably heard me say in past years Mucinex was great. Then that one time when I was sick, it didn't work. But with my allergies, it really clears everything up. I'm still a little bit congested, I think you can hear, but pretty much I sound probably a lot better. So before we jump into Sam's hosting ritual, I want to put out not really a statement, more of an apology. I'm going to apologize to Sam Golbach. I got very angry in the last video, and I'm very sorry for calling him a dumbass. I want to sincerely apologize because I would never try to hurt somebody or say anything like that, and I really want to sincerely apologize to him because that was not right. That was not nice. So I sincerely apologize. I was just angry in the moment, and that's not an excuse. There's no excuse. I shouldn't have said that, and I'm very sorry. So Sam Golbach, if you ever were watching, I'm sorry. And I hope you can forgive me. That being said, I do get angry about, people not respecting spirits, but I will do better to keep my anger in check moving forward. Now, we are going to talk about when Sam did the hosting ritual with a group versus when he did it alone. So let's jump into the one with the group first. The first match didn't light, which, like he said in the rules of the ritual, it said that the first match not lighting meant that it was an evil spirit. The second one lit and the third one lit, meaning they were good spirits. The door closed by itself. You can't look behind you, but the noise that Corey was freaking out hearing was that Sam's door had closed by itself. They cannot look back. Hearing that a rule is you can't look behind you, as someone who's very paranoid and looks behind me all the time, that would have been so, scary. The TV turned on by itself and went to static. Now, this happens a lot with spirits in the area. They go into your electronics. They either drain your phone battery or they make your computer, shut down or stop working, and then when you go to a different location it works again, or the TV turns to static or turns off or something. They like to use electronics because that's how they can communicate. Heard a glass sliding and clinking. Now the clinking sound was actually it falling and breaking, but it didn't sound like glass breaking. It sounded like glass hitting glass. The cabinet is open in the kitchen, obviously, as we heard with the glass sliding. Corey got chills walking towards it, like the chills all over your body, which is a sign that he probably felt a cold spot, or he just felt scared, A glass broke, which goes with the sliding and the clinking. There are 3 glasses that are the same kind. The first one broke, like the first match that didn't light. The first glass broke out of 3. So when Corey put that together, I was like, that's a smart guy, because the first match didn't light, so it's like the first glass broke. I'm sorry, guys. I always hear squirrels crawling on my ceiling. I heard something. So the first match didn't light, so it was like the first glass broke. The glass top was sliding side to side on its own. Not wildly, but slowly, or normal speed. I guess it was just kind of slowly doing that. Corey heard a whisper. I didn't hear a whisper, so we're gonna have to go with his word. But when he hears something, it pretty much has happened, because Corey's very sensitive to spiritual energy and things like that, and spirits. The TV turned back on again because spirits use electronics to communicate. sound like rustling paper to me, but Corey said it sounded like a hiss to him, but I think we heard the same thing. I think it just sounded different. But to me it sounded like rustling paper, so I definitely heard that. The light is on in Sam's room, the hosting room, even though the light was turned off when they were first there. When they came back, it was on, so, you know. And then a painting fell off his wall as they went into the room. So that was obviously sub-spirit trying to get their attention. Now Sam doing the ritual alone. Camera gets blurry as he counts before the match lighting. You have to count to 10. So the camera already started getting blurry. First match lit, second one lit. Third one did not light, but then it did on the second try. So he tried to light it, it didn't. Tried to light it again, it lit. He hears something fall and sees it's a bottle of liquid that was on the table. So obviously something's trying to get his attention. Or again, for people who don't believe, it could have been gravity. He said it was on the edge. I don't know. Sam was the one who saw exactly where it was. We don't see it on the camera as far as I'm concerned. If you guys see it, let me know. Camera goes blurry when showing a separate room. So there may have been something in that room, or it may have been because all the lights were off. By the way, with the bottle of liquid thing, what I meant, if you see it on the camera, is he shows us it on the ground and that it fell. But I meant if you see it on the table before it fell, you could let me know. TV turns on. Again, spirits try to communicate. When Sam puts the cross on, the TV turns off. Which I found very interesting, and that's why I tell you guys, I'm always wearing a cross when I talk about these types of things, because I see cross as a symbol of protection. Again, if you're not religious, you could disregard this, and you probably have your own things of protection. But I find cross as a very big form of protection for me because I am religious, so it's kind of like a comfort to me to have it. Do not yell hello. No one will answer. This is just a thing for everybody, and I know that like people don't always think about it in the moment. They hear a sound and they're gonna go hello, right? And so people don't think about it in the moment, but it's also the type of thing where it's like if you say hello, most of the times the spirit won't answer. Like a spirit or an entity won't answer. So it's kind of like saying hello isn't really gonna do much for you. He saw a human shape in the blankets, but nothing was there. Obviously, it's a little freaky when you're looking at the blankets and you see what looks like a human laying under the blankets. It's obviously going to freak you out. I would have been freaked out too if I were him. Heard a door opening, and you could see in the camera behind him was the back door open. So that's a little freaky too, because the back door just opened by itself on camera. And it does get blurry when it does. That means an entity or a spirit is trying to get your attention. A ladder falls on Sam. We still don't know what happened. Sam never said what happened. If he found out in editing what happened, he never mentioned it. So, you know, just another thing to keep in mind. But, and since a lot of things happen, I never really got to say what I think is dangerous. What I think is dangerous about this game is it kind of reminds me of a Ouija board. You're summoning... Oh, that was a chainsaw outside. You're summoning ghosts and spirits to have a party, which sounds harmless enough. My problem with it is you don't know what spirit or entities are going to accept your invitation. If the match doesn't light, it usually means an evil entity accepted the invitation. So when you do this ritual, you have to be very, very careful. They also say if it is something evil, like if all three are evil, end the ritual immediately. I would take that advice. I won't play this game. I think it's dangerous because it's like a Ouija board. You don't know who's going to come through, who's going to accept your invitation. So I would take a pass on this ritual if I were you. But again, if you guys want to do it, go ahead and do it. Don't let me stop you. I just wouldn't do it. But if you guys want to do it, it is your life. You are free to do it if you would want to. But anyway, guys, we have 2 more weeks. of content. We have, next week we have another creepypasta and another 3 a.m. ritual. And then the week of Halloween, we will have a creepypasta, the Halloween video that I've been talking to you guys about. And sadly, that week we won't have a 3 a.m. ritual because that weekend is November. Again, guys, the Nancy Drew videos are coming if you're here for that. Bad part is the newest game. My sister wants someone who is very, like, trained isn't the right word. Someone who knows a lot about computers. She wants, which is my boyfriend. She wants my boyfriend to look at her computer to see if the new Nancy Drew game will run smoothly on it. So, because she wants to play it first. So we have to wait for my boyfriend to check her computer to make sure. He checked the game and he said it should run, but he wants to look at her computer just to make sure it can. And if it does, she's going to play it. Regardless, she's going to play it first. Then I'm going to play it after. And then I'll write my list and then I'll come back to you guys. So we are, I am working on those Nancy Drew videos, and I'm like planning out how I want to do the ones after I finish the game so we could just jump right back in. For right now, please be patient for those because they are coming. I'm hoping to have them by December at the earliest, because my sister does have a 9 to 6 job on Monday through Friday. So the weekends are the only time we get to play it. So depending on how long the game is, I'm hoping that, you know, we could finish it in a weekend, but that is also wishful thinking. And, you know, so I will try to get those videos to you as quickly as I can. So let's hope my boyfriend could come this weekend so that I can get that going for you guys. But, yeah, so thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe. Bye.